Good afternoon, everybody. It's Gary here. This is going to be a short video, probably not as long as most, but it's something I wanted to touch upon, and I've had this subject in the back of my mind for a better part of my life. I'm going to say the better part of 35 years, and it finally came to fruition about 10 years ago, how I was going to explain it. So I started explaining it to my friends at work and outside of work, of my idea of what it's all about, what's on my mind. And it's simple. It comes down to this. It's called artistic expression at a Super Bowl game, or a national anthem for anyone who can sing the national anthem at a Super Bowl game, a baseball game like a World Series, going back to football, the AFC Championship, the NFC Championship, any major sporting event that is created by a giant stage of where a lot of people are watching it. And that's why I immediately thought of the 2023 Super Bowl when Chris Stapleton got out there and did it correctly. He sang the national anthem correctly, the way it's supposed to be sung. You know, when you see Olympic games, that's when you hear that someone's national anthem is done correctly, because no one's out there singing it. It's usually done by a recorded song. It's a recorded music of their national anthem, whether it be United States national anthem or France or Canada. No one's out there singing it. They're up on their podiums with their respective medals on their chests. First, gold, silver, and bronze. And they got their hands over their hearts, and they're looking at their flags, and they're doing their national anthems. Excuse me. And call me old school. Because you can if you want. I'm 65. Call me old school. But I believe that a national anthem, especially your own country, should be done respectfully. Which brings me to my next topic. When there's a game on football, because I love football. I love my Cincinnati Bengals. Fucking love them. But when there's a game where they're going to require somebody locally in a given state or city, someone locally that wants to get out and sing the national anthem, 99.9% of the time, I put the sound on mute because I know they're going to butcher the national anthem. Butcher it! Butcher it! I know I'm very emotional about this. I feel very strongly about this because they don't think they should be able to. They should be able to sign a contract before they get their clown ass up on the stage, because they always dress like clowns. Well, I want to express my career in singing, and I want to get up there and express to the world my suffering career, because I'm a loser singer and I've never made it big, but I want to make a comeback today on this stage and crawl out of the cellar of entertainers and express how good I am on this podium in front of the world. That's exactly what they're doing. Occasionally they'll get a really good artist up there, like Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton did it right. Of course, he's a patriot, so but that's another story completely. I'm not going to go into politics. So, well, Gary, you just did. Well, okay, well, like a little, But a true patriot, respectfully, is going to sing the national anthem correctly. Give you an example. I went to a rodeo about 8 years ago in Houston, Texas. Flew in there, met a couple friends I went to high school with that lived in Houston, and I went to a rodeo. I've always wanted to see a rodeo. I thought that's great. And the beginning of the rodeo, they have, before they get out there and they sing the national anthem, because they always sing the national anthem for the rodeos. And all you see is, I mean, I wore my baseball cap, but I was like, I stuck out like sore thumb because everybody had a cowboy hat on. Women, men, they all had cowboy hats on. It was really cool. But a woman, usually a chick, comes out on a horse, and she's got a flagpole stuck in the side of the saddle, and she's running out with the flag waving. I mean, it almost brings you to tears, because you're out there with people that just love their country, love the national anthem, and then someone gets out there, cowgirl, mostly a cowgirl, and she sings the national anthem correctly. Correctly. It's done correctly. No vocal gymnastics. Oh, no. It's done correctly. And I think they should, so let's backtrack. That was a really good time, by the way. If you ever have a chance to see a rodeo, they do a bunch of different stuff. But the barrel racing is badass. You see these women on these horses doing barrel racing. And if you've never seen it, you got to see it. It's pretty crazy. The things that horse will do. Anyway, excuse me, please. This is the latest I've ever recorded one of these things. This is 11 o'clock in the morning. But I'm getting ready to go out and do some errands, but I wanted to get this out because it's on my mind this morning. Excuse me. But anyways, before each event, like a national anthem for a baseball game, before the first pitch, a Super Bowl, any kind of national sports event is when these clowns get up on stage and do their thing. The agent for that entertainer has to sign a contract with the given stadium or wherever it is, the given venue, and they have to sign this contract 24 hours before the event, that their entertainer will sing the national anthem correctly. If they go left or right of center on the national anthem, they will be fined X amount of dollars. And I think they ought to say, okay, if your entertainer, and this should be across the board, if your entertainer gets up there and does any vocal gymnastics for the national anthem, they should be fined $500,000 cash. And let them stew it. Let that mull over with them for 24 hours. And they go back to their entertainer and say, oh, by the way, Exhibit A, you can't put an artistic spin on your national anthem tomorrow at the game because, what? I worked so hard for this. No, hear me out. You have to sing it correctly with your hand over your heart. Your hand's got to be over your heart. And if it's not over your heart, your hand's got to be behind your back or clasped at the center in front of you. You can't be flailing your arms around. None of that. It's got to be done respectfully, because that's how the national anthem is supposed to be done, respectfully. If that flag is flying behind you or anywhere around you, you have to do it respectfully. That's just me. I mean, there might be some people in here viewing this that believe that agree with me. I think a lot of people, I can't be the only one. Mute your fucking TV when some clown gets on the stage and does our artistic expression. But they should have to sign a contract saying, well, I'm not going to, my entertainer's not going to do the vocal gymnastics. Or they'll be fined $500,000 cash. Cash, not a check, cash. Go to your bank, get $500,000 out, because your entertainer might go left to center anyway, and you're going to have to pay it. You know, when they get up there and some people say, well, Gary, what do you mean vocal gymnastics? What exactly does that mean? I mean, exactly what is in the vocal gymnastics? In the Rockies' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night, it's our flag was still there. That's vocal gymnastics. Pure and simple. And then, in the band, in the free. This is the part I like. When at the very end, that's when they really fuck it up. I mean, they can go through the whole song with a few blips along the screen. I mean, I was being a little bit over dramatic, but at the very end is when they fuck it up. So I'll watch a national anthem sometimes, and I'll think, oh, well, they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. I mean, it'll ruin anything I'm eating to watch the fucking game. And at the end is when I get my finger on the mute, getting ready to kick it, put it down because they're gonna fuck it up. In the land of the free, to do it correctly would be with the land of the free and the home of the brave. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be done. We all know that. But the clown, Exhibit A, in the land of the free, in the home of the brave. You know they do that shit. That's exactly how they fucking do it. I'm glad I got that out there. You all have a fantastic day. Catch you next time. Peace out.